Hello guys, hello again. I was asked to do a tutorial for this one as well, which I only covered there the other night. Jackson Browne, These Days. I'm a massive fan of Jackson Browne. He's not really, not that he's known, obviously he's well known, he's fucking worldwide well known. But not many people know of him. You know, and I heard a lot of people like this. People have thought they're like Jackson Browne. Jackson Browne? Who's he? Well, Jackson Browne co-wrote "Take It Easy" with the Eagles, and he was big friends with all them boys back in the day, and he was a big solo artist in the 70s and 80s. And I went to see him I think it was about 5 years ago. I went to see him. He played here in Dublin in the Olympia. And he was brilliant. He just brought out all his acoustic guitars that day, and he plays piano. He's wonderful on piano as well. And he was taking requests off the crowd. He does that. He just says, "Listen, what song do you want to hear?" And I was screaming at the top of my lungs to do "Sky Blue and Black," which is an absolute fabulous song. I love that song so much. And I must have screamed about 10 times in a row, "Sky Blue and Black, Sky Blue and Black." And I shouted over everybody because I am a loud type of guy. And he heard me and he goes, "Well, I think this guy really wants to hear this song, Sky Blue and Black, so I'm going to play it for you now." So, I was delighted. I was delighted. It was brilliant. And then he played the whole song. Fucking amazing. Big fan of Jackson Browne. He writes amazing songs. Like this song now, "These Days," he wrote when he was 16. And if you were to hear the lyrics to it and the whole lot with the melody and everything else, it sounds like a man. It sounds like a man in his 40s. It sounds like a man my age who would write a song like this. And he wrote it when he was 16. So brilliant, way ahead of his time. Okay, so let's get into it. "These Days" by Jackson Browne. Now, if you watched me Christy Moore tutorial that I only put up there the other day, the finger picking in this is exactly the same. It's the way I play it. Jackson Browne plays it a hell of a lot better. If you ever watch a video of him playing it, he plays a hell of a lot better, and there's a lot more intricacies in the way he plays the song. But I'm not the best finger picker, as you probably will know. I just play kind of one or two variations in finger picking, and this finger picking is exactly the same as the finger picking in Ride On. It's exactly the same. So if you watch that video and then you watch this video, you'll know what I'm talking about. Anyway, capo on the 5th fret on this one. And the chords are basically fairly simple. But the finger picking again is just thumb. This not the top string. You will be putting your thumb on the top string. But it's literally thumb, thumb. So thumb, thumb, finger on the bottom, and then the B, not the B string, the string above it, above the B string. So it's boom. And that's all it is. That's all it is. Very simple. I'm a very simple type of guy. I play simply. What can I say? Anyway. So that's that, right? So your finger picking is just that. And the fourth chord is a C. As you can see, C. So C. Second chord is, I don't know what now I'm brutal with technical names, right? But it's basically like the C. You release the C and bring your finger onto the 2nd fret there, and you fret that chord with your finger still fretted on this one. So basically it's 0, 2, 0, 0, 1. So 0, 2, 0, 0, 1. So from a C into the 0. Oh sorry, you're not going to be playing that string. Into this one. Right? And then the 3rd chord, you bring it down as if you're doing a C again, but without this finger being fretted. So it's just basically down as if, and then you're not fretting this C. So that'd be 0, 0, even though you're not hitting this string, by the way. I'm just saying 0, 0. I'm going down all the strings. 0, 0, 2, 0, 1. Okay? So it's C. Right? That's the 3 chords. And then we go into the 4th chord, which is basically you're keeping your fingers on that fret as well, but you're moving this finger up to this string on the 3rd, which will be 3, 0, 2, 0, 1. So you'll be hitting your strings on this here, you'll be finger picking this. So it's 1, 2, 3, and then this finger goes up on the top string, and then you're gonna be, that's the only chord change that way you'll be hitting the top string down, so it'll be boom boom and then the bottom 2. Okay, and then into an F major 7. Okay, so we'll just go through that now. I'll just play that particular variation. And then you speed it up. Wait, I'll do that again. Speed that up then. So that'll be basically your verse chords. So I'll just play that part of it. Well, alright, here we go. Well, I've been out walking, and I don't do that much talking these days. And then we come into this part. These days is a C. You go back into the C variation. These days, C, A, which is the G. It'd be the G. It'd be a G chord here, you could say, without putting your finger down at the bottom there. So, and then you fret the top of down, and then back into it. F major 7. These days I seem to think a lot about the things that I forgot to do. C, G, and then we go into it, an E, and then an A minor. Times I had the chance to, into an F major 7. Right, so I'll just play that again. Let me see. These days, oh, was it these days? Oh yeah, so you go from the F major 7 into the C. These days, G, back to the F major 7. These days I seem to think a lot about the things that I forgot to see. G, E, and A minor into F. And then you go back into your variation again. Well, I had a lover. And you're going into that variation again. I hope you got all that in. Just kind of rewind that back and put it in little steps. But yeah, that's basically what'd be all the song. Right? The only difference on the end of it, on the last verse, when you come into that last with the E, and and you get to the last lyrics. Don't confront me with my failures, for I have not forgotten them. One of my all-time favourite lyrics ever. Where the hell did he get that? Amazing. But I just love that lyric. Don't confront me with my failures, because I have not forgotten them. 16 years of age. Unbelievable. Anyway, back to it. Getting a bit carried away. You come to this the E part. Then you go into the A minor. From E minor. And then you, after this, instead of going to the F major 7, you go from the A minor to the E minor. Then the F major 7. And then back into the... That's only on the last verse. On all the end of the verses for the first two, it's just the A minor into the F major 7. But with this one, it's don't confront me with my failure, for I've not forgotten them. You can finish it off then like that then, just with an F major 7, dragged up to the 3rd fret and then back down to a C. I hope you got all that in, guys. It's you need to probably rewind it and have a look at it again, but like that'll be the, like it's basically the verse, then you have the like a little bridge section as well, and then it goes back into it again, and then the end of that verse you're coming in then to the other part. But I suggest probably having a look through the video a few times, and please God, you'll get the whole chord structure. Anyway, fantastic song. Love Jackson Browne, amazing songwriter, a great singer, and one hell of a musician as well. So there you go, guys. Jackson Browne, These Days. Nothing but love. Talk to you soon.